I'm not too comfortable doing this, son. You know that. But I'll do my best. Might as well. Wasting my breath speaking words I already published. Well, here we go. Ready? I first started playing basketball when I was 5 years old. The mark basketball made on me extends to all aspects of my life. My marriage, my family, my work as a sports writer, my meditation practice. A little of this has to do with basketball, but everything was influenced by it. In college, I was lucky enough to have the great John Wooden coach me. To watch Coach on the court was to experience energy from a higher power, channeling through him in the athletic, perfect present tense moment, and communicating itself through five men, and sent out for the enjoyment of thousands. Coach's teams were full of uniformity of purpose, good conduct, and sweat. Whatever your talent, age, race, gender, creed, he asked the same. The focus is on the team. Discipline, communication, selflessness are the roots of success. No part is greater than the whole. A rage was Coach wringing his towel. Opportunities to teach were seized. Praise was constant. Negativity had no place. On a John Wooden coached basketball team, the win began in the mind. Fans might have watched his players and may have perceived that they had elaborate geometric configurations forming within their minds to be acted out in a quick space of time. But to be taught this is to be astonished by the idea. No coach matched Coach's faith in his players. No coach brought clearer vision to a team. His words seemed on direct contact connect to the higher truths of basketball. The morsels that fell from him were given thanks for. An offhand comment by Coach taught me how to rebound. My life changed. Yet, all of this stands as nothing to that which Coach cared most about. His personal path was to be admired and emulated. His pyramid of success is a work to stand the test of time. It is Coach's Bible. Its teachings are pure spiritual fire. Coach brought faith to every fight and gave respect to all others while keeping his own self-respect. Coach did not tell you how to be, he showed you. He seemed to embody a mission of personally demonstrating the possibilities of top-flight human performance. He brought ferocity to the person, clarity to the team, and it was all discussed. Winning is a product, not a purpose. It was a mental imagery, mental energy. It was perseverance, commitment. It was a messianic ability to mold disparate persons into one. Coach's coaching did what it was supposed to do: produce winning people who produce winning games. It is shocking how few coaches understand this idea. Which brings me to Zen. Well, on the surface, one may see many differences between meditation and basketball, or one may make many connections. Neither is correct. As with all, the middle is the way. For me, Zen was a well-coached bounce pass, easily handled. Basketball seemed to be about intense focus. Zen seemed to be an intense lack of focus. Basketball seemed about body over mind. Zen seemed to see them as unified. Zen served a dialectical role in my life, connecting me to strands of reality far removed from the American dream. Perhaps Zen came to me because my life was so focused. In a life defined by competition, one does not have to compete. The questions deepen. Meditation brings clarity to cloudiness. Sitting in our pose, there are lots of things to think of. The sitter knows moments when all one can do is feel helpless to the parade of monkeys within. Other times, it's not so bad. As with basketball, thinking is better left to another time. At points, one is blessed with an internal faith, a focus clear and present. When playing the worlds meld, it's difficult to lose. Other times, one should win, but the mind is distracted. The monkeys have taken over the zoo. The zookeeper is fired. The most physical thing one can be said to be doing while sitting is holding one's body upright. Humorously, even for a competitive athlete, this is an extreme challenge. Muscles ache, mind wanders. A monastery does not resemble to anyone the confines of a basketball gym. Yet many a monk has extraordinary physical abilities. The energy I occasionally felt as I played basketball is the same energy I occasionally feel when I sit in meditation. Time shifts, thoughts become reality. Past informs present, present the future. Duality is exposed, and for the briefest of moments, I'm in contact with energy much greater than myself. I used to think that I came to Zen despite basketball. I know now that Zen became me because of basketball. Athletics is one arena in life where we take whatever information there is that can help our cause. There are no ideological, intellectual, or emotional barriers. Performance is measurable. Zen is futile to see this way. Nothing is measured. All is process. The internal benefits of my sporting efforts offer more similarities to my Zen practice than differences. I do not throw a pass because I experience lack of faith. I miss a shot because I've convinced myself to miss it. Each time we learn, internal and external come together. Action happens. There, between the action and the stillness, Zen is revealed. A fall away, 3, goes in. We feel the cut of an offender and steal the ball. Body, mind, and spirit give full flight with no thought to the cost. We pray for these moments, for we engaged in battle. This is all there is. In a basketball game, if we do not have existential challenges every so often, we're not present enough. Am I shooting too much? Too little? Is he getting the better of me? What is my purpose here? No one knows our purpose but us. We hate this. It hurts. Responsibility for what we become irritates. Then a shock hits the system. Again, we remember we are blessed. We have freedom. We accept full responsibility for our faith with grace and grit. Through doing our best, we become our best. Through becoming our best, we become great. Negative thoughts are listened to, then politely asked to leave. We keep asking for purpose. The beauty of any game to me is the amount of energy expended in a game of meaninglessness. It is a koan for the mind. What is the darn purpose of all these shenanigans? As we play, we ask for perspective through this expression of our purpose. In a good basketball game, our purpose is found within each moment. This is the clarity of a tough fight. We feel the sense of our purpose within the structure and makeup of our specific team, and the excitement that this renewed commitment to battle. We open to energy, and energy opens to us. Every second is an objective situational analysis. This is what the warrior is trained to do. The purpose of the game becomes felt as the beauty of the individual aspects of the game one is experiencing are felt. The joy in a good game comes from the pleasure one finds in contemplation of that which has experienced previously on the court, becoming integrated with the experiences of the moment. Then the purpose becomes the process, and the process burns until process is melded with purpose. One is done when purpose wanes. On whatever side of the wheel we are on at the time, we have found ourselves yet again through honorable competition. We level ourselves only to be picked up. Yet again, it happens. Basketball, in its present state, is full of action. Much of it is unnecessary and uncalled for. Many players do not understand this, but like the chicken without its head, they enjoy the chase. All great athletes understand that their energy must flow toward their goal and purpose. They take no action that deters them from this. Action is positive if it has a positive outcome, negative if it does not. One recalls oneself in the moment and learns the opponent as quickly as possible. A weak left hand is taken advantage of, an inability to see an open teammate preyed upon. We find overactivity and sense of victory, inability to attack, and we rejoice. For purists, basketball is a contemplative pursuit, actively pursued. Themes and patterns are discussed. Learning begets learning. Information is shared. After the fire of combat, friendships are forged. A game becomes discussions of race and class. One is invited into homes one would not be. We learn from competition, and competition learns from us. Through action, we learn the power of prayer, the courage to stand the course. A good game has an exponentially increasing ability to create more action. The blood flows, energy connects. We see a backdoor cut. Our teammate follows through on our vision. We smile and fight and show each other what we really mean. The sensory nature of basketball game astonishes. There are sneakers on hard wood, pleas and perditions, admonishments, uplifting encouragement seldom heard in church. One experiences the action through the framework of thousands of hours of basketball action one has experienced. There are differences, for culture is expressed through action. Sometimes the game is played tough. Sometimes it is played weak. The player adjusts. On one court, a foul is when one hits the floor. Another is different. Crowds generate action, oriented energy, and the action in a crowded gym defines the game. Other times, a run in an empty gym brings perfection. We play as if we will never play again, as if every play means more to the world than life itself. These are the games that define ball players' souls. They enter the mythological recesses of those who experience them and stand apart from ordinary experience. For all there, know the game affects no one and nothing. At points, one wishes the action to stop. One often feels pain during war, whether this is of physical, mental, or spiritual origins is of no matter. There is time later in which to analyze the meanings and etiologies of our pain. Now is the time for war.